What's good, YouTube? This your boy Lang, man, and I'm back here with another reaction video, Slime. And right now, I'm about to react to why did Victoria Mendoza kill Tawnee Baird? Now, this one right here, a lot of y'all been telling me to react to because a lot of y'all know that I do the forensic file reactions and the criminal file reactions, anything forensics, I do it. You feel me? I know a lot of people, I know if y'all probably new on to me, y'all probably don't know that, but besides my music reactions, I do videos like this, which is the murder file videos, the forensic videos, just different videos besides the music. You feel me? So if y'all if this is y'all first time seeing me, you feel me, then make sure to check out all the reactions on the channel. We got the music reactions over here, forensic file reactions like this one, and we got the funny reactions too. We got it all, you feel me? But back to what I was saying with this case right here, a lot of y'all was bro, Lang, bro, this is the most craziest case, you feel me? One of the most craziest cases you're gonna ever react to. So I was definitely gotta react to it, you feel me? Definitely. So we here with it, you feel me? And before I get started, I appreciate all the love and support over here too, you feel me? For real, you feel me? We just gonna keep it going over here, you feel me? That's just what it is. We next up in this YouTube, and that's just what it is. But this is that why did Victoria Mendoza kill Tawnee Baird? Let's get into this thing, Slime. Let's go. And y'all already know I like to talk and give my opinion, so you might as well sit back because we about to chill for the next, you feel me, 20-25 minutes. You already know how I do. If y'all watch my forensic file reactions, then you already know how I do it. But if y'all new over here, then just sit back and then chill, bro, because we about to chill and enjoy the video, you feel me? We about to see what happened. But so you might as well grab your your smoke, your favorite drink, snack, whatever, cause we about to chill, you feel me? But let's get into this thing, Slim. Let's go.
According to a study conducted in 2020, couple content is still wildly popular on social media. Over 70% of users interviewed had their relationship status updated on their Facebook profile, and nearly 30% had a couple photo as their profile picture. Broadcasting our love online has become a part of our lives, but just like with everything else on social media, the unfiltered version is not always as perfect as some make it seem. Tawnee Baird and Victoria Mendoza were a part of that statistic. Looking at their social media pages, you'd see a young, beautiful couple wildly in love. They were always together, posting pictures of themselves on Facebook and Instagram, enjoying life and love. However, behind closed doors, things were very different. Victoria was very jealous and controlling, and was not happy with Tawnee having other friends. It was these friends as well as family who noticed the fights between the two were becoming more and more frequent and even physical. But nobody expected the tragic twist their relationship would take in October of 2014. After a night out with some friends, they got into a heated fight in the car, and at some point, Victoria lost control. She pulled out a knife and stabbed Tawnee 46 times. By the time emergency services got there, Tawnee was long gone. But how did the couple's love story go from being Instagram perfect to a murder case? And how did Victoria, a convicted felon, end up broadcasting messages recorded from prison on TikTok? Today we're diving into a case that proves that what you see on social media may be disguising something much, much darker.
And this is why I always tell y'all, you feel me? Always, always, always Like, really, really, for real, pay attention to who you put your trust and love to. Because I always tell y'all, the same person that claiming they love you and claiming they with you and whatever can be the same person plotting on you or jealous of you or whatever. But they putting on a front like they love you. But they, in reality, they jealous and they got something against you. You feel me? Because it seems to me that old girl has something against, you feel me, Tanya, the old girl Tawnee. You feel me? Like, it seems like old girl Victoria had a problem with old girl Tawnee. You feel me? Basically because she was getting attention that she wasn't. Like, bro, you in a relationship, you gotta understand, like, you gotta, like, y'all both gonna get attention regardless, you feel me? But y'all gotta have that bond, like, you feel me, that no matter what, y'all, like, it's just y'all, like, no matter what people try or what people do, you feel me? It's like she had that, old girl Tawnee had that, but it's like old girl Victoria didn't have that. Like, she had the mindset of, like, basically selfishness, you feel me? That's what I'm getting out of it. You feel me? Like, ain't no excuse for what you did. None. And I don't have sympathy for you. Y'all in the comments can, but me, no. Because she did this for no reason. Promise you. This was all due because her jealousy and her weird things that she had going on in her head that she needed to fix. You feel me? For real.
Peacock streaming the best in live sports.
Tawnee Marie Baird was born on the 17th of June 1993 in Salt Lake City, Utah. Ever since she was a child, her outgoing personality and positive attitude made her a popular kid. She had lots of friends and always had somewhere to be. Tawnee loved to sing and had a beautiful voice. Her dream was to become a singer, and with her ambitious mindset, nobody had a doubt she was going to be a great one. Just like most young girls her age, Tawnee was always on social media. She was always updating her profile and loved posting pictures with her friends, talking to them through comments and messages. She was very active on her platforms. At the age of 17, Tawnee used to hang out with some older friends. She wasn't a problematic teenager, but like many others, she would occasionally try new things. One day she was out smoking with some friends in a car when they were stopped by the police. After searching the car and finding a bag of weed, they asked Tawnee and her friends who it belonged to. Since she was still 17 and her friends were over age, Tawnee took the blame and claimed the bag was hers. Being a minor, she knew her punishment wouldn't be as severe. She was arrested for the possession of a controlled substance and sentenced to 90 days in jail.
Hey, she a real one, bro. She a real one. Shout out to Tawnee, bro. Rest in peace. You was a real one. You feel me? She was a real one.
Like we mentioned before, Tawnee wasn't used to being in trouble, so being sent to juvie was terrifying for her. She felt lonely and scared, and it was at that moment of vulnerability when she met Victoria. Victoria Ashley Mendoza was born October 2nd, 1992. She was only a few months older than Tawnee when they met at juvie, but it wasn't her first time there. In her 17 years of life, she'd had a few run-ins with the law because of her temper and personality. Victoria's life hadn't been easy. After losing her father when she was 10, she became very insecure. She was used to getting what she wanted and would do whatever it took to get it. While in juvie, she found out her mother had cancer and that things weren't looking too well, so she turned to her new friend Tawnee for support. The two bonded quickly, especially over music. Victoria liked writing lyrics, and Tawnee loved to sing. They started spending all their time together. Victoria felt comfort sharing her troubles with Tawnee, and Tawnee felt less lonely and afraid with Victoria. As the days went by, they became closer and closer until they realized their friendship was evolving into something else. They were falling in love. When Tony's time at juvie was up, she left with the promise of seeing Victoria once she got out as well. When Victoria got out, Tony was there to meet her. Their love story was about to begin. As soon as they were out of juvie, Tony and Victoria would spend all their time together. Victoria's mother wasn't doing very well. Her illness was getting worse and worse, so Victoria found refuge with Tony and her family. The Bairds opened their home to Victoria from day one. She would often stay with the family for dinner, days out, weekends. This sense of normalcy gave her a break from her troubled home situation. Tony also introduced Victoria to her friends, who quickly accepted her into their group, and they all started to hang out together. Very soon, both girls' social media pages were filled with pictures of them looking happy and in love. In the eyes of any of their many friends and followers, Tony and Victoria were the perfect couple, but by now we all know that social media always shows a curated version of reality. Nobody knows what's really going on behind closed doors, and their friends had started to realize it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. Victoria was starting to show clear signs of jealousy because of Tony's active social life. She wasn't happy that her girlfriend was always hanging out with her friends and having a good time. She wanted Tony all to herself. But the signs became...
You see what I'm saying? That's called being selfish, bro. You can't be like that. Bro, you can't do that. You feel me? No. You gotta be 50-50 in relationships, you feel me? Like I said, bro, it seems like old girl Tony was 50-50, but old girl Victoria wasn't. You feel me? Even though she had all them problems, cause I get it, cause bro, I deal with issues too. You feel me? I got over 50 homies that's dead. You feel me? I seen my moms get killed at a young age. You feel me? But I don't ever freaking dwell on those, because it's you gotta let that go. You feel me? Never forget it. You feel me? But you gotta let it go. You can't hold on to it. And it's she held on to a lot of insecurities and all that. She held on to a lot of problems she didn't fix. Old girl Victoria, you feel me, that she should have fixed. She should have had somebody talk to her after her pops died, because it seems to me this started after her pops died. You feel me? And then obviously with her moms, you feel me? So I feel like she should have had some real help. You feel me? For real. Because maybe if she had the help that she really needed, this would have never happened. You feel me? So I get it, but it's I don't, because it's you should have got help. The people that was around you should have gave you the help that you needed, or got you the help that you needed. And this is just crazy. This don't even make sense. Feel me?
And clearer after a few months. Victoria's mother lost her battle against cancer and passed away.
See?
This was a hard blow for Victoria. She felt more alone than ever. But she wasn't alone. Tony's family, who were already helping her out, stepped up and offered her to move in with them full time. They saw her as a daughter at this point, and were happy to have her live with them. They even helped her find a job, bought her clothes, and were determined to get her back on her feet. Tony and Victoria were thrilled to be able to spend all their time together under the same roof. But there was one problem they kept pushing into a corner. Victoria had a large insecurity. It was no secret that Tawnee had boyfriends in the past. Victoria was always afraid she was going to leave her for one of them. This insecurity made her incredibly jealous, and she began to control where Tawnee was and who she was with.
That's the selfish.
Since she was so active on social media, Tawnee got many comments and messages whenever she posted. These interactions would also come from male friends, and Victoria didn't like that one bit. More than once, Tawnee caught Victoria snooping through her phone and her laptop, checking her Facebook messages. When Tawnee would confront her about this inexcusable violation of her privacy, Victoria would get even angrier and accuse her of hiding something. This habit of checking Tawnee's personal messages continued. After one of their terrible fights,
You see what I mean? This old girl Victoria had issues. Like, she had problems. She had selfish issues, problems. You feel me? Like, for real. Like, you can't, how you gonna get mad at somebody for telling you to stop invading their privacy? Like, what, bro? Like, how does that even make sense? You feel me? Like, it don't. Like, you were the one invading privacy. Like, she deserved she had all right to get mad at. Like, what did you, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you tweaked, you geeked out. You feel me? Like, you should have got help. But that's what I'm saying. Like, this is why I tell y'all, you feel me? Like, for certain people that go through things in life, you feel me, that especially that really do need help, you feel me, because if they don't get it, this is the type of traits or type of personality it can lead up to, you feel me? Trust me, because even though I don't do therapy or none of that, like, I've never had therapy in my life, none of that, but I learned how to control my emotions and everything. But people like her, old girl Victoria, she needed help, and she should have got the help that she needed when her pops died, then her mom's passed. Like, yeah, old girl's family was cool, but no, that ain't you needed help for real help. You had issues. You feel me? And it started way, and it seems like it started when you were a child, like, with your pops, like, for real. But it doesn't excuse what you did. It doesn't. You feel me? Like, it don't.
Discovered Tawnee was hanging out with one of her male friends, Victoria actually walked out and disappeared for a couple of days. It turns out she had gone out to meet one of Tawnee's friends and had ended up spending the night with her. This hurt Tawnee deeply. Victoria had only cheated on her out of spite because of her irrational jealousy. Their relationship seemed to be hanging by a thread. When Victoria realized she was losing Tawnee, she apologized, but she did it in her own way, through a YouTube video.
Okay, so I'm really confused on where to start right now. I have a lot of things on my mind that I want to say. First, I want to say is I'm sorry for hurting you and cheating on you with your best friend. And your best friend is a slut, and I don't like her. She's gross.
Wait, pause, wait a second. How you gonna call her old girl, you feel me? Because I can't repeat what she just said, because y'all know YouTube. But how you gonna call her names when you the one that wasn't, but you the one that slept with her, and you the one that cheated? So what does that make you? Feel me? That makes you the same thing you just called old girl. Like, what? You're not even making sense right now. This apology, I can tell, bro. This apology ain't sincere. You feel me? It's not. It's not. Cause you didn't care, bro. You didn't care if you cheated. You feel me? You didn't. This is why I said in the beginning, old girl, Tawnee, like, she was 50, she was 50-50. This girl Victoria, she was not. She was selfish and all about herself. You could tell. Feel me? Like, bro, come on, man. It's apology.
And I can give a fuck less. Alright? So, this video is like an apology to you. And the girl I'm talking about is Tawnee. And I'm trying to get her back to be with me so I can keep her again and for her to give me another chance. Because
I said Tony, I meant Tony. Y'all, man, y'all don't knock me in the comments, bro. It's passionate speaking because this girl, bro, she is fraud. Victoria is fraud, bro. She's fraud. You feel me? Like, she didn't really love this girl. No. Because if she really loved her, number one, she would not have been doing all this nut stuff. Number two, she would have been 50-50. Number three, she would not have been concerned about, like, old girl's exes or none of that. You feel me? Because if a person really is with you, they really love you, bro, they all about you, not about nobody else, and you should know that. No matter what person approaches them, they know that you're their only, that you're their one and only. Like, you wouldn't even, like, what? Like, you, like, come on, man. That's all I'm saying. Like, a girl Victoria got everything she deserved, in my opinion. You feel me? But she had no reason to kill this girl. No reason. Because yo insecurities, yo problems, you feel me, that you were dealing with. Feel me? Like, come on, man.
I love her and I love her and I want her back. And just look at all the feelings that and everything we've been through when we first met each other in our program and then when we got out. Besides the bullshit that I did and all the little notes that you've written me and all this shit that you got me and all that shit means a lot to me and I don't want to lose you at all. Like, I really, really, really do love you and I'm really sorry for everything I did because I want to be with somebody and I'm going to do everything in my power to get her back instead of letting her walk free and letting her go to somebody else. And I want you back a lot and I miss you a lot. And I just want to ask you if you'll be my girlfriend again. And I love you so much.
When Tawnee saw the video, she was moved. For those of us observing the story from the outside, this move may stand out as a huge maneuver on Victoria's behalf to guilt-trip Tawnee into taking her back, because it is. It's manipulation at its finest.
Exactly, bro.
But Tawnee was in a vulnerable spot. She was completely manipulated. Victoria had control over Tawnee, and she knew the video would make her break down her wall and let her back in, even if it was out of pity. Displaying this kind of vulnerability in public showed Tawnee she was really sorry and would do anything to take her back. And that's exactly what happened. Tawnee forgave Victoria, and the two were back together again, posting on social media, and apparently madly in love. But the biggest red flag which anticipated the terror which was coming was the moment their arguments turned physical. One time, after receiving a text message from a male friend, Tawnee was faced with Victoria's jealousy once again. Their arguments always had the same dynamic. Victoria would accuse Tawnee of wanting to sleep with those guys. Tawnee would try and defend herself, and the two would argue back and forth. However, this time, Victoria was so enraged, she lost control and punched Tawnee in the face. Immediately, there was blood all over the place, and in between all the blood, Tawnee's front tooth. Victoria realized what she'd done and began apologizing, but Tawnee just asked to be taken home. Her mother was greeted with her daughter's face.
You see what I'm saying, bro? Like, dude, this girl had problems, bro. Like, and she worked, and it's like she worked the manipulation game at her finest. But a person like me, you can't do that to a person like me. Like, bro, you gonna be looking stupid, cause I'm gonna see right through. You're fraud. You feel me? So that's why I always tell y'all, you feel me, like, really watch who y'all claiming to love, and, like, for real, like, because the same people that claim they quote unquote love you could be just like old girl Victoria. You feel me? Playing this manipulation game, always trying to get you to fall for her conniving, slimy tricks. Like, nah. You feel me? Like, you gotta stand 10 toes. You feel me? Like, bro, realize the real from the fraud and the fake. Got to. Victoria, this girl wasn't real. This girl wasn't about loyalty or about love. No. She was about just playing her. Playing with her feelings. It seems like to me. But it's just, like I say, it's just not excusable. Like, oh girl, Victoria did not, like, she did not have to kill this girl, Tawnee. Like, come on, man.
Swollen up and covered in blood, and she instantly knew what had happened. She wanted to call the police, but Tawnee begged her not to. Victoria had a record, and she was already over 18, so she would be charged as an adult and sent to prison. Despite all the arguments, the constant violation of her trust and privacy, and now the violence, Tawnee was trapped in Victoria's lies and manipulation. She decided to give Victoria another chance. She just didn't know it would be the last one.
Bruh, you gave her too many chances.
On October 17th, 2014, 21-year-old Tawnee and her 22-year-old girlfriend Victoria met up with some friends at a local bar in Ogden, Utah. Tawnee was in her element. She was surrounded by her friends, talking, laughing, joking around, having some drinks. She seemed happy. And it was this happiness, this laughter, that drove Victoria up the wall. Whenever she saw Tawnee happy, especially with her male friends, all she could picture was Tawnee cheating on her with them. She hated that Tawnee had so many friends, and she hated to see her laugh and joke around with them. She hated to think anyone but her could make her happy. So just after midnight, Victoria told her it was time to leave. Tawnee didn't want to go home yet, but she also wanted to avoid a scene, so she agreed to leave with her. One of their friends joined them, and she was dropped off at home. She pointed out the two were bickering, but nothing unlike what they usually did. She saw them drive off, without realizing it was the last time she would ever see Tawnee alive. After 5 years of relationship, and after Victoria's behavior had become increasingly violent and controlling, Tawnee was putting up with it less and less, and standing up to her more. Victoria hated this because she knew they were growing apart, and she was terrified that Tawnee was going to leave her.
What you mean? You the one that did this. With your conniving, slimy, all like, come on, bro. Like, that was gonna happen. Feel me? Like, it was gonna happen regardless. You feel me? But still, it gives you no reason to kill because of your jealousy and your problems, like I said earlier. Like, nah, you just mad because she was happy and you weren't. You feel me? Like, your bad energy. You had bad energy. You feel me? She had good energy. You feel me?
So when they were finally alone in the car, she accused Tawnee of flirting and cheating on her with another guy. Tawnee had had enough. She parked the car and started yelling back at Victoria.
Exactly.
The fight became more and more physical. And there, somewhere in the middle of the tension build-up, Victoria completely lost control. She pulled out a knife and stabbed Tawnee. She stabbed her so many times, she was dead within minutes. Victoria didn't know what to do. She had lost control again, but this time she'd gone way too far, and she was beginning to realize it. When she saw Tawnee wasn't moving, she moved her to the passenger side, got in behind the wheel, and drove to a nearby church parking lot. But she didn't call 911. Instead, she called a close friend.
I do not when you actually killed someone.
Yeah, I actually killed someone. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so scared. You have no idea how scared I am.
Hey, where's Tony?
She's dead.
Oh,
I went crazy.
What you mean you didn't mean it? You meant to do that. Oh, it's just you meant to do that. Ain't no oh, no. You meant to. You had an intention to kill. You feel me? Because you again, you were mad at her happiness. Because you were mad that she didn't have the same insecurities that you had. It seems like to me, like bro, she wasn't doing none of this to you, like you were doing to her. You feel me? Like I said, she was 50-50 and you weren't. You were selfish, and you were about manipulation. You feel me? Like, and you needed help. You feel me? But at the end of the day, you did this. You killed her. And now you gotta pay the price. Got to. Like you did it. You gotta pay the price. And I have no sympathy for you.
You stabbed her, huh? Did you stab her? Where are you?
It was this friend, in fact, who managed to figure out where Victoria was and called 911. When the police arrived at the church parking lot, they found Victoria sitting in the car, clothes covered in blood. It wasn't hers, however. Tony's body, lifeless and covered in blood, was sitting beside her. Victoria was arrested on the spot and taken in for questioning, but the police already knew what happened. Victoria had told her friend over the phone. However, she seemed to only remember stabbing her a handful of times, but it was much more than that. Tawnee had been stabbed 46 times by Victoria. When the trial started, Tony's family were afraid she'd try to make an insanity plea. In fact, Victoria initially pleaded not guilty during her preliminary hearing and even threatened to kill herself. However, there was more than enough evidence to back up the couple's violent history, as well as the call she'd made to her friend the night of the murder. An insanity plea was off the table. Victoria knew and understood what she had done and the consequences her actions had. She was officially charged with first-degree murder, and taking the advice of her attorney, she pleaded guilty.
I understand that they're hurt and I'm hurt as well. I have no excuse for what I've done, that's the main reason why I played guilty. I really have nothing to say. I'm the wrong, I'm the monster here, so.
What is that? What is there to say? What is there to say? What is left? What is there to say? What could you possibly say? What? Feel me? Like what? Like bro, go to your cell, bro. We don't want to hear you no more. We don't need to see you no more. Why are you talking? Feel me? Why? Nobody wants to hear your story. Nobody wants to hear it.
The court sentenced her to 16 years to life for the murder of Tony Baird. For the past 5 years, Victoria Mendoza has been serving her sentence at the Utah State Prison, but her name has recently become very popular on TikTok. At the beginning of the year, Victoria managed to open an account on the platform and was posting content filmed from inside the prison. She even had over 1,000 people following her. When her account was discovered by Tony's family and friends, they alerted the prison as well as the platform. An initial investigation shone some light on how this had even been possible under the prison's supervision. During the pandemic, all in-person visits had been cancelled, and prisoners were given access to a video chat system. There were, however, rules that applied to this system. Recordings or photographs of the video calls are specifically prohibited. But Victoria's videos were popping up on TikTok, allegedly through one of her friends. This friend would record their calls, as well as record Victoria sending messages to the fans she was gathering on her account.
I'm on TikTok, so I've gotten everything that you guys are emailing to.
Bro, what has, bro, this is exactly why. This is exactly what I mean. This is exactly why I said this world has changed, bro. Because, bro, the era I grew up in, ain't no way people would follow you. Like, bro, you done killed somebody. What, bro? How, like, I don't understand, bro. I don't understand. I'll never understand, bro. I never will. You feel me? I never will. Like, there's no way she should have a, like, what?
Stacy, the letters, the comments, everything. So if you guys are wondering if I'm able to read what you guys are saying, I am. I know this is kind of getting boring for you guys to just hear me talk, so we're going to try, me and Fisher are going to try to come up with something that we can do for you guys that's not so boring. Other than that, shout out to Brazil, Amsterdam, just all of the UK. I've gotten so much love from out there, so I appreciate it. And one more reminder, don't support my crime.
Because yes, Victoria Mendoza has fans. People who are infatuated by her and who admire her. This is not the first time we've seen this situation. Murderers such as Richard Ramirez or Chris Watts have been bombarded with fan mail and even found love through these admirers. However, while sending fan letters to prisoners is not illegal, Victoria's way of communicating with them was. Victoria Mendoza's account was shut down immediately, and further action is being taken by the Department of Corrections to ensure this doesn't happen again. Because just like Tony's father pointed out, he doesn't have a video phone to contact his daughter. Thank you for joining.
And I'm gonna end it right there, son. Rest in peace to old girl Tony Baird. You feel me? You did not deserve to die like that. You feel me? And bro, if y'all over here supporting this girl Victoria, bro, like, bro, y'all are weird. You feel me? You're weird. Like, seriously, you got issues, bro. You feel me? Like, nah. Like, nah. You feel me? But I appreciate all the love and support over here. You feel me? Like I always tell y'all, you feel me? Like, for real, I appreciate all the support. We just gonna keep it going. You feel me? And make sure to check out all the reactions if y'all new over here. We got a forensic file reactions like this one. We got music reactions, funny videos, like we got it all. So make sure to check them out if y'all haven't. And I'm gonna get at y'all the next time. Slime 1.